In this video, we'll be looking at number 3 in our month 2 worksheet. We're going to take a shopping trip and we're going to complete the day of shopping worksheet and enter the results into our counting worksheet. So this will take, number 3 is the majority of what we'll be doing today. So in our accounting worksheet, there's 3 things we're going to be figuring out. We'll be figuring out our gas costs, our lunch costs, and our shopping costs. So everyone in this classroom will have all 3 of these just like this. All our values might not be the same, the numbers that we end up with, but we will all talk about our gas costs, our lunch costs, and our shopping costs. So first, let's talk about the gas costs. So to figure out our gas costs, we must find the total miles driven round trip. This is something you'll have to Google. Maybe use Google Maps or some other way. Figure out where it is you're going, one of the 3 locations, and then figure out how much it is round trip. Round trip is there and back. So say it's 100 miles to Sacramento. How much is the round trip? We'll have to double it, so it'll be 200 miles. So that's something you'd have to figure out. To calculate the cost of gas using the MPG in your car, so you'll have to look this up, Google the cost of price, and then we'll take this number and we'll take the total miles driven. So say for example my total miles driven was 200 miles. I would take 200 from right here. This 200 is coming from this. Remember, you have to figure out your own round trip. Do not use 200 miles. I am making this up. So you have to take the 200 miles. You'll divide it by your miles per gallon for your car. And then you'll multiply that by the price per gallon, the gas price per gallon. And that's this amount right here. So you take this amount, how much is your round trip, divided by your miles per gallon found on the first page, and then multiply that by the price a gallon. And that's how you'll figure this piece out. For your lunch costs, you'll have to choose a restaurant, and you'll need to calculate the tax and the tip. So the way you do that is first you choose from the slides the cost of your meal. Next, you'll take this number right here and you'll multiply that by the tax, the 7.5%. Remember, we don't want to use 7.5%, we want to use 0.075. So we'll do this times the cost of meal, and then that goes right there. Now to find a subtotal, we add these 2 together. So we add to get our subtotal. Next, you'll be giving a tip for the service. So to do that, you'll take any percent between 15 or 20%. I'm going to use 18%, which is I move my decimal and I get 0.18. Then I multiply that by the subtotal, and that goes here. Now we will add these 2 together, and then that answer goes right there, and there's your total cost of lunch. Now when we're going shopping, for our shopping costs, we'll have some items we can choose from. So you can shop for 5 things of your choice and a winter jacket. And you get to choose. So you'll find your item, you'll choose your original amount, you'll find the amount of discount, and you'll find your sale price. So let's say my item was a new watch, and the original price was $150. To find the amount of discount, I take that 0.15 and I times it by 150, and that's when I get multiplying, I get that the discount is $22.50. That's how much I'm being discounted. So to find my sale price, I take the original cost and I subtract from it the $22.50, and that is where I will get how much I'm actually paying for it. $127.50. So that's how you use a coupon. Now if we're trying to figure out, say I went and bought some boots and the original price was $80. Well, I already know what my sale price is going to be. I say 80 and I subtract from it 12 and I get $68. So I already know that that my boots are going to cost $68. Now to find out the coupon, I'll take the amount of discount, 12, and I divide it by the 80. So we'll go 12 divided by 80 equals 0.15, but this is going to be a percent, so I'll call that 15%. So to find out the amount of discount when given a coupon, we use multiplication. To find out a coupon when given the amount of discount, we'll use division. It's kind of like the reverse order. Now what you'll do is you'll take all of these numbers. You'll have 6 numbers. So let's just say I have $40 here, $30 here, and $25 here. I would take all 6 of these numbers and I add them up. And then that goes as my subtotal. We'll add those numbers up and we'll put them as our subtotal. Then we take our subtotal and we multiply it by. That's 0.75 to represent our tax, and then we put that here. And then we'll add both of these together. And then that goes right here as our total cost. And now we'll have all 3 of the items we're supposed to fill in. I have my shipping costs. So the shopping cost from right here goes right here. So say this came out to be $437. That total cost of purchases is what I put under my shopping costs. And then we list our lunch costs and our gas costs and we find the subtotal for each one. So that's a short video on how we can use percents to help us in figuring out how much our gas is going to be, how much our lunch costs are going to be, and how much our shopping costs are going to be. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.